Hello and welcome to the Daily Comic and Collectible, episode 243. Now today, the collectible of the day is the Sideshow Collectibles 1/6 scale Star Wars series Dagobah Yoda action figure. Just as he appeared in The Empire Strikes Back, Yoda has a new head sculpt with a calm, contemplative expression and sculpted hair. He wears a custom-tailored fabric costume with detailed weathering and signs of aging, and a blissful instrument around his neck. This Yoda 6-scale figure features a walking cane accessory that looks of real wood, and the lamp he discovered while rummaging through Luke Skywalker's things. He also comes with 4 sets of uniquely sculpted hands, including relaxed cane holding, a pair of force hands, and a lamp holding hand. This super articulated hand-painted and highly detailed figure was sculpted by J. Park, Naray, and Tim Niver, released in 2018 by Sideshow Collectibles. Now, the comic of the day is Star Wars Yoda number 2, with a cover date of February 2023, with story by Kevin Scott, art by Nico Leone, and this is the Todd Knock variant cover. This story continues the Light and Life arc, and this episode contains major spoilers. You have been warned. In the previous issue, Jedi Master Yoda took up residence on the planet of Turak to help the native population, the Scalvi, fend off a race of bloodthirsty raiders called the Culkins. We open this issue on a space station, the Wheel of Besh Gorgon, with Yoda discussing Jedi issues with fellow masters. We learn that Yoda has been on Turak for quite some time now, and the Jedi are worried the Master is getting too comfortable. Even though Yoda travels whenever needed, he's still staying on Turak for the long term. It seems that over time, the Scalvi have begun accepting Yoda as a member of their tribe, even celebrating his arrival every time he returns from off-world trips. Yoda continues to train the Scalvi in defense measures and how to fend off the Krulkin, but he still feels they have a lot to learn from him. It's not long after, while building a defense tower, the Krulkin make a sudden surprise attack from the forest instead of by sea, and catch them off guard. It's a small raiding party, so the Scalvi are able to fend them off with what they've learned from Master Yoda. Unfortunately, after the dust clears, they realize that Master Yoda is nowhere to be found. They search everywhere until they find a hidden Krulkin ship that had been previously abandoned, full of Krulkin weapons. It's then they decide to send a raiding party to the Krulkins to see if Yoda has been taken prisoner. We then switch to a place called the Krulkin Platform. It looks like an industrial-style Krulkin village, over the water. We see the leader of the Krulkins coughing and acting like he may have an illness of some sort. It's then that 2 Krulkin soldiers bring in a new prisoner. It's Master Yoda. He's only bound by ropes and almost seems to be there of his own volition. It's then, in a dungeon type of area, where Yoda is being held, a Krulkin tells him, "You know what I want, don't you, my friend? I want you to help us like you helped the Scalvi. And make no mistakes, you will." Yoda refuses to even speak. We then switch back to a Scalvi raiding party, who are infiltrating the Krulkin platform to save Master Yoda. They're actually doing quite well, using the discovered weapon stash, and Bree has Yoda's lightsaber he left when captured. Here we get towards the end of the issue and to the disturbing climax. Bree and the raiding party make it to where Yoda is being held. Bree walks into the dark room looking for Yoda. "Bree came for me, knew you would." Bree replies that they need to get him out. He lights Yoda's saber to cut the ropes, but Yoda breaks himself free from the bindings with ease. Yoda tells Bree he's grateful, but it's not the ropes that kept him there, and he tells him to raise the light from the saber. It's then Bree sees a bunch of young children huddled in a dark corner. Unfortunately, Bree jumps to a conclusion about how the Krulkin treat their children. He calls them animals and turns in anger and murders one of the Culkin on the spot, against Yoda's wishes. The issue ends with Yoda yelling, "Bree, no!" This story continues in issue number 3, coming soon. Geek Fact: in 2015, Empire magazine named Yoda the 38th greatest movie character of all time. Other Star Wars characters that made the list included Darth Vader and Han Solo. Bonus Geek Fact: after being unable to defeat Darth Sidious in response to the execution of Order 66, Yoda went into self-imposed exile. As we have started to learn, by choosing exile, he was able to watch over the other survivors from afar and manage to give them guidance. Another bonus geek fact: surviving death wasn't typical of all Jedi, but Qui-Gon Jinn rediscovered the ability and sent Yoda and 5 Force priestesses to master it. And final geek fact: Yoda could sway the outcome of battles using battle meditation. This Force technique allows Jedi to simultaneously lift the spirits of thousands of companions while dampening the spirits of his opponents. That is very cool. Well, I'd like to thank you for joining me for today's Daily Comic and Collectible, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. This is CatFan ComicsMan, and I'll catch you on the flip. Over and out.